All right, we're recording.
Oh, can you start over?
No, it's a live show. So
okay, do it again.
I already said we're recording.
I know, do it again. I wasn't ready.
Do what again?
Say, all right, we're recording.
I've said it 3 times now. All right,
go.
We're recording.
Nope, when I'm not talking. Go.
All right, we're recording.
1 + 1 don't equal 3.
We just botched that.
That's going to be the cold opener, though. That is going to be it. We have discovered
Me saying it 4 times?
What's that? No, not that. You just saying it once. I really wasn't ready. I thought you were like asking me, are you ready? And then you were going to say, all right, we're recording.
But I didn't say, are you ready?
You said, are you ready before you hit play? And I said, yes, but I was lying. I was not ready.
Well, that makes you a liar.
I understand. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Great. We're recording in our room today because I would not go anywhere near your office. Do you want to tell the people why?
Just got stuff. Just filling up with stuff.
Why?
For the conference.
I know. So you got a conference coming up. We'll talk about it. We'll chat.
Talk about that.
We'll chat. Listener feedback?
Well, it's actually 9 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock, but it's actually 9 o'clock.
Right. Thank God for fall backwards. I love falling backwards. I love falling backwards in the fall. So yeah, we got an extra hour of sleep. I have an open house today, so I have to work today, which I don't love.
Sucks to be you.
And then I have to work a lot before working or after working to set myself up for the week. We're starting a new unit in Theology 11, Morality. Would you like to know what unit we're starting?
The big unit.
The big unit, Theology of the Body. So Theology of the Body, the nuptial meaning of the body. Do you know what that means? If you had to guess what the nuptial meaning of the body mean, what do you think that means?
If I took a meaning, I would make it nuptial.
Right. The marriage meaning of the body, also known as #sex. So getting into that with the kids. So it's got to take a lot of prep. Theology of the Body, as you might know, is a series of 135 homilies based on the goodness of our bodies or the theology of God in context to our anthropology, which means the study of humans. So the study of humans and the study of God together. Got it?
Boring.
Right. Let me just say this, though. What we have to do is take those 135 homilies and synthesize them into necessary information for a 3-week unit. And
those poor kids.
My coworker has written the course and it's written beautifully. Love it.
You got all that from Christopher West.
He got a lot of it from a lot of different resources, but I am teaching his course this year. So it's a little tricky because you got to get in the person's head and then be like, why did we choose these things? So I'm going to get it together today.
It reminds me of in the youth minister days. Remember Jason Everett?
I do. We referenced him.
Remember he used to come around a lot of big churches giving his talk?
Yes, he would.
And it was like the same talk for like 10 years.
Yes, and he would say, just last week I saw a Barbie. And you're like, no, actually you said that 10 years ago. 10 years ago you said
talk about like
his
1-year-old. Like, bro, that kid's like 12 years old now.
Or I was on an airplane and checked out a People magazine last week. And you're like, Nope, because you said that. That is a pet peeve of mine. I actually think we've talked about it on the podcast. Just don't say that. Just say I read a magazine once. Like when you sit there and actually put time on it, you have just lost all authentic ability with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He used to have the circuit. He used to talk about.
Now, I definitely do when I'm speaking. Sometimes I'll be like, 2 years ago and then realize it was 10 years ago. But I don't say like yesterday over and over again for 10 years because that is a weird choice to make. Anyway, listener feedback. I got to talk about listener feedback. I just got to talk. I need to start replying to these emails. People are taking time out of their lives.
So listeners, this is all on Mary. I am not responsible for listener feedback. She is.
I know.
If you write a nice, thoughtful, long-winded, spirited email, we've read it, but she is choosing to not reply back.
One thing to know about me is I am very one-sided when it comes to social media, podcasts, email,
marriage.
I am not great about returning messages, phone calls, emails.
So we read all of them. It's just that she is choosing.
I'm going to work on it. First up from Sarah. Ready? Sarah says,
"Are you going to reverse order?"
I don't know. It's just whatever comes up, honey. Why does it matter? Why do you ask questions like that? Like, who actually cares?
That's not the first up. That wasn't the first person emailed us.
The order that the emails come in.
I thought you respect the order in which they came in.
Lowercase. All right. From Sarah,
you
really quick.
You do things backwards. That's fine.
We have a lot of emails, so you got to chill and be with me. Sarah says to us, have you ever thought about Track My Family or Life 360? This is where I go onto your cell phone, you go onto mine, and we track each other. This is in the context of you taking field trips.
Hell still no.
No, I mean, no.
I don't need to. I don't care where you are.
He does
But there's
not
a group
care
of
where I
people
am.
they know like location, like they mark
Yeah.
their locations. Like I don't care
Yeah.
where you are.
I feel like if I was to have children that had smartphones, I will put that on Aaron's phone. Like little Aaron when he gets a smartphone.
Sure.
You know what I mean? He's locked in, by the way. He's on day 7 of putting his phone in our room at the end of the night. Should I tell the people really quick? So, no, we will not do Life 360 probably, but I'm glad that everybody agrees with me that you should be to everybody universally agreed that if you go on little field trips, I should know about them.
Well, we have a 99% female audience, so I feel like your female audience agrees with that.
Every time you say that, you hurt people's hearts like Chris's. Every time.
He's the 1%. I didn't say 100%.
No, there's lots of males that listen to us.
All right, so I would say my male listeners, please let me know how you feel about having to replay your entire day to your spouse and tell them where you are.
No, like, and somebody, I love the distinction Mary made. She's like, I mean, little errands, who cares? But if you're like going on actual field trips, yes. But I interrupted myself. What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say that little Aaron, we have told him that if he locks in 90 days putting his phone in our room, we will consider a smartphone for him. He does not have a smartphone right now.
For his birthday.
So I am not a psycho about having kids put their phones in my room right now because they don't have the internet on their phone. So it doesn't matter to me as much. But I'm not getting smartphones unless their phones come in my room every night. So he's locked in 7 days strong.
They can't access it. It has an internet. They can't access it, but they can watch videos like ESPN videos. Just they can't like Google search.
Right. Okay, couple things from our friend on Meredith. She loved the point that was made about cost of living. Yeah, and I thought that was really cool. Also, yeah, train station, she's on my side. Really glad to hear she had said that, the ballroom context of the president building the ballroom, that it was not taxpayer money, that the people that were criticizing weren't making that super, super clear. Yeah. And she made some comments about the devils, the devil being the enemy. So when we had to go down to Groseal and
cheer for the devil.
We had to go cheer for the devil.
Go Devils.
I mean, it was really weird.
Take down
Wait, because there's a hot take
Jesus,
on this. There's a hot take on this. I'm going to let you know.
So you're like, hey, devils, take down Jesus as a baby.
I'm also going to let you know. My friend Katie responded, which made me so happy. She just said that she enjoys listening to our podcast. She also said she used to write letters to her friends. Like actual letters before smartphones. So like she lived in Livonia, her friend lived in Canton, and she would send her letters in the mail. And guess what, Katie? I relate. I did the same to my cousins. Why are you confused about this? What is your function?
I remember having like pen pals. Do you remember pen pals?
Yeah, I had a pen pal.
I had a pen pal in grade school.
Where was your pen pal located? I want to say mine was Lithuania, maybe.
No, mine was like in the U.S. I feel like.
And then I also wrote a soldier, and he sent me money from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, that's not good.
No, why is that not good?
Was like American soldier?
Yes.
I thought you meant like a weird, like Saudi Arabian soldier. Like
it was like being trafficked.
Exactly.
No, it was an American soldier.
Oh,
we were in 5th grade.
I thought you meant like some Saudi Arabian soldier.
All of us had to write American soldiers. It was during, I think, Desert Storm, maybe, or maybe not. But we all had to write letters. And I will tell you that most kids just wrote a letter, never got anything back. But my soldier, which I should look up his name because, my mom has this stuff in all her scrapbooks. But my soldier actually sent me like a letter back with Saudi Arabian money, told me what was going on in his life. Like, it was very sweet. Why are you laughing? That's like the sweetest thing in the universe.
I don't get the money thing.
Well, I don't know how to help you. Okay. Now, Cath Girl 07, CATHGRL Girl 07 said, and I think it's really true. She said, if you live in a rural area with no ability to move, your only option is to homeschool or let your kids play for the Devils. So maybe you just let your kids play for the Devils. You know what I mean?
So Devils the default.
So basically, I think what Cath Girl was saying is you speak from a place of privilege. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes all you have is the devil.
For me to say that I would move off of the island of Groseal and not let my kids play for the Devils, Cath Girl feels like that is a place of privilege to say that.
It could be.
And it could be. It could be. It could be. I remember once I posted something on social media about how you look in the mirror and you see yourself, and only you are responsible for your actions and your success. So no matter what your circumstances are, it all boils down to you, and you can pull yourself out of that. And this,
Pull yourself up by the bootstraps.
right. And this former teenager of mine wrote me like a thesis about how that statement comes from a place of privilege.
Ouch.
And that certain people do not have the ability to pull themselves up by their bootstraps because of X, 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 Y, 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 Y. Okay, I think that's it for this. Oh, no, listener feedback. Betsy, listener feedback. Wait, no, is this old? Yeah, this is old. That was an old one. That was the one that talked about our cadence. So, yeah, good listener feedback.
The Malibu Table Podcast at gmail.com.
I am committed to responding to every single one of the emails this week.
That should be a good goal for you.
And then also highlighting parts of the emails that we'll bring to the podcast.
And she will send you digital Saudi Arabian money too with each email.
I feel like you made that nefarious.
Tough word.
How do you say it? What do you think?
Nefarious.
I think you made it nefarious.
Nefarious.
I think you made it.
You should do your fake Irish accent.
I think you made
nefarious.
it. You made that to be a really weird thing, and it was actually the most special thing in the world that he sent me money. Do you know what I mean? You made it to be like a child trafficking situation, and I feel very uncomfortable with that. Very. All right, let's get into it. Nerd conference. Give the TDL raw version because we have talked a little bit about it.
We can do that last.
No, we're doing it. I just got into it.
That's into next week.
So you want to say? Okay. Wow, you're a controller. Okay, go ahead with your topics.
Can we make an appeal?
Aaron has notes.
Can we make an appeal to an alumni
for money?
A very famous alumni
for money.
Yes.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. This is going to get us in trouble. You're going to have to talk carefully. You know that I'm very careful about the things that we speak about on this podcast. I'm serious. Because actually, I suspect that some of the people that listen to this podcast are connected to the famous alumni and will be offended by what you say if you say what you say to me. I don't think
our podcast is that popular.
I'm telling you. I'm looking you in the face and I'm telling you, be very careful about what you say right now.
I'm not saying. All I say is we have a very famous alumni
who shall remain nameless. Let's just leave him nameless, and then it's fine.
He works for
don't even say where he works. We have a very famous alumni who was just given a contract for how much?
He just got a pay raise.
What was his pay raise? 150 million.
150 million. I think 130 million is guaranteed.
Okay, 130 million guaranteed. This is a famous alumni. He got
a big pay raise for his job.
He got a big pay raise. What was he making before? Didn't he already? Wasn't he already? What was he at before?
I don't know. He was in his first contract.
But his first contract was like tens of millions.
Well, the signing bonus was.
Right. So he's
doing well.
Let's say he's making a few million.
He's in his 20s still. He's doing well as like a young entrepreneur. Showcasing his skills in terms of a large audience. Every
time that you see a pay bump or something like that, you wonder if this famous alumni is going to give a little nod. Circa New Heights. Let's talk about New Heights. This is a good way to talk about it.
With the Kelsey brothers.
The Kelsey brothers went to a high school in Cleveland.
I think like Cleveland Heights.
Is it called Cleveland Heights?
That's why it's called the Heights.
I mean, and basically everything they do in life shouts out to them. They've given them a ton of money. They've like created a relationship even with the city, like pouring money into it. And I think what you would like this famous alumni to do is throw a couple G's our way.
I would say like a 1%. Like, how about throw $2 million at the school? You don't have to come by. Just throw a donation. I'm sure they'll put your name on something.
Here's what I will say about this famous alumni.
I'm not throwing any shade. I'm just saying, hey, congratulations. You did well for yourself.
You're making 150 million.
Bump. You're in your 20s. He's still
throw
single.
Us a little cut. Now,
as far as I know.
I'm going to say one thing about this particular alumni.
And you would do the same.
Right. I would much rather this particular alumni come to our hallways and like give kids high fives first. Second of all, I really would.
To do.
Second of all, is I think that this particular alumni has an entire organization of giving. Like he pours money into hospitals, for instance, sick kids, for instance. Let's just keep this in perspective. This is a person.
I'm saying a small percentage.
Okay, this is a person that is deeply given to the community at large, but as of yet has not felt moved to give to private Catholic education. Which, I mean, I can go both ways.
I'm just saying a small percentage.
I can go both ways. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, but I'm saying that.
So what I would like to see this millionaire, kabillionaire person do actually is set up a scholarship fund at our said school to allow kids that don't have access, maybe from urban areas and from like, I would much rather see an access ability to be given to our school than a building named after him or like,
I'm saying just do whatever you want. I'm just saying if I was in a situation, my alma mater,
would you?
100%,
yeah. What were you going to say? 100%. Go ahead.
I would give a contribution to my high school.
Yeah.
However, there would be a provision that they use it to stack up on the football team and play Divine Child and then just destroy him in football.
Great. That would be
and return the favor for what they
Yes.
did to us 2
Right.
weeks ago.
But they, so actually, it's very interesting because
And I feel
let's
like
say,
you.
no,
See, you're weird. You're different.
no,
though.
I was just about to say to you, if we woke up tomorrow and we got $200 million,
You went to a
Wait a
lame high
second.
school though, so that's
listen,
part of it.
I wake up tomorrow, we get $200 million, and you look me dead in the face and say, I want to give $1 million to Renaissance High School. I am saying, hell no. There are far more important things to do with our money. So, I mean,
Is that can you admit that you went to kind of a lame high school?
What's
You
that?
haven't really no connection.
no,
to
but
your high school.
what I'm saying is for this very famous alumni, I feel like I see an argument of like, actually, no, to elite Catholic education, I'm not giving money. The end. I actually see that.
But would you agree you don't care about your high school? You have no connection
but
to
let
it.
me also side note and say, I do think like a scholarship fund to have kids be able to access the same thing that he accessed. The other piece is I'm not sure he throws our school out in a really cool way when he's asked where he attended. So I think that's amazing. The second thing is I'm not sure based on what I've seen in terms of like his speaking and things like that he's super convicted that Catholicism is the path to authentic love and freedom. So I could also see an argument that he doesn't want to give money to something that he doesn't believe in. So who knows?
It feels like a one-way relationship, much like you talked about your relationship with the listeners in terms of they email you and you don't email them back.
Right.
Our school definitely talks about this person a lot.
I know you get a little. He's famous.
I didn't go to high school there, so at the end of the day,
I shot him out. So anyway, I understand. I think it would be nice for a little nod. I don't need $2 million from him, by the way.
I just feel like 1%. Round
I
up.
feel like 1% is way too much. I'm just saying. We'll see. If this gets me in trouble and I get canceled for talking about this, I'm punching the face. I'll tell you after the podcast.
If this gets us canceled, I would like to talk to that person.
I will tell you after the podcast. Go ahead. Next.
What?
Next topic.
Oh.
By the way, he very much might love Catholicism. I just don't know if he does. And so I could see an argument if you're not like locked in being like, I'm not going to actually pour money into a private institution. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Next up. Do you think he loved where he graduated from? Like, do you love Renaissance? I could care less where I graduated high school from.
Well, do you
think he's once a Falcon?
It goes to the GVSU thing. Like, I think it was part. I think it was very important. I think I don't know if I would have gotten where I've gotten if not going for there. Renaissance and Grand Valley.
You're getting a little emotional. You're getting.
No, I'm actually not.
No, you look.
But I think but the difference between us, like I think for you, like Salem was just a layup. Both your siblings went there, so you went there automatically.
Yeah.
Like I went to Renaissance I had to test in to go there.
Yeah.
So that was a different experience for me.
Once a Phoenix, always a Phoenix.
Mighty Phoenix.
All right, next up.
Can I ask a question?
I
was thinking about this. I took the girls to to their physicals, which they hadn't been for like 4 or 5 years because we don't really take our kids to the doctor at all.
Dang.
So I took the girls to get their physical.
I mean, people are literally cringing. We don't. Oh my gosh. Okay, go ahead.
Now we have to because now she's in sports, so you have to do annual physicals. Can I say
one thing? Sometimes
so they were like, we haven't gone in like 4 years.
Sometimes the most like natural homeopathic folk are like constantly at the doctors, and I crack up because we never are. Like never. Knock on wood. I'm just gonna say that our kids they get sick, but then they move past it.
But some is a little scam.
The doctors.
Well, the dentist. Like having to go to the dentist every 6 months.
You do. My teeth hurt.
That's
I need to go to the dentist. All right, go ahead. No, it's not.
Every 6 months.
6 months might be a bit of an exaggeration.
Every 6 months.
But thank God for our dentist, because our dentist is like, yeah, you don't need that. Like I have a cracked tooth, and every time I come in, she's like, listen, if you want us to fix it, we can fix it. If not, you don't need to pour out like it's great. All right, go ahead. Yeah. Doctors.
There's a lady that was wearing a mask inside, like in the doctor's office.
Maybe she was sick, Aaron.
Well, I was curious, like if that's like in terms of
Bro, when I see people at like, the grocery store or outside wearing a mask, sometimes I get sussy sus. At the doctor's office, I feel like
it just reminds me like a mask culture. Like, like, are you seeing a lot of people wearing masks?
No,
around?
I mean,
I feel like I don't.
No, but anymore. At the doctors, I think there's an argument for it.
But even I'm saying pre-COVID though, people wouldn't remember they had like the sick corner. So you would go like sit in like this little sick corner.
So here's what I assume at this point in 2025.
I am seeing masks here and there.
When I see someone with a mask, for the most part, what I assume is that there is a cancer diagnosis because
you took that a whole different place.
I know, but honestly, like when that is prior to COVID, that is the only time you would see a mask is when somebody was immunocompromised because of chemotherapy. That's always what I assume when I see them now. So I would assume that. I would assume the person was that the doctor is probably struggling with some type of cancer, either in her immediate household or herself.
That's why I didn't even think about that.
Yep. See, I assume the best. You assume the worst.
I wasn't judging. No, I wasn't judging.
You said
I was just curious.
Okay,
I was just curious because now we're in this post-COVID world.
Yeah.
And now I think people
don't wear masks anymore unless they need to. I think what I will say is actually, okay, go ahead. I think you might know what I'm going to say, but I'm not going to say it next. Moving on.
You're going to talk about a family member.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, I don't know what you're going to say.
Okay, moving on then. What's your next topic at hand?
Did you have any topics?
No, I didn't. I came in. I always come in here open to the world.
Open to life?
Yeah, we haven't done a week review yet. So do you have any other topics or do we want to do our last week review?
We can do last week review.
Week was great, right? It was busy.
Was our break. This was our in-between week.
In between week, not a lot of practices. It was kind of great.
Only Joey's Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, only Joey's. We had an open gym and powder puff, but really great week in the Wilkerson household. And then yesterday, I felt like yesterday was magical.
Your son was very offended. They had to leave Powder Puff. Is it powder puff? Powder puff. Early.
Yeah, we still are, and people judge us, and it's fine. Like I actually have people that actively judge me to my face, and it's fine. Like we do things that work for our family. So he was at Powder Puff. It ended at 9:30. You were like, "No, I'm going to Mike Chamberlain's house at 8:30. We're picking you up at 8:15." And so it's a hard knock life, though. It is a hard knock life for him when you're like, all of my friends' parents bend over backwards to make things happen for them. And we're like, actually,
well, he's a social butterfly that wants to like go to all the games and all the things. And it's like, sorry, you got the wrong
you don't
parents.
let him do anything though. Don't make it seem like he's an access. This is
he does go to
anyone that knows us intimately knows that this is
that's not true. When the other boys have football, we allow him to go to the volleyball games. He goes to the basketball games. So he goes to stuff. I'm just saying, like, if it was up to him, we would drop him off at every single like.
And I will say, we don't ever drop him off at anything that's solely like. Yeah, we'll let him if there's a pickup that's common, and so it makes sense. Like if we're dropping off our boys for football at 5:30 and picking up at 7:30, you'll let him stay till 7:30.
That's my point. He's allowed to do that.
So what I'm saying is, we do not do anything extra for our kids. And I'm not even sure it's bad. Like, but
correct. I'm not going to.
Like, if Aaron said, like, next Thursday, hey, there's a basketball game I'd like to go to. It's from 7 to 9, and we have no reason to be up at the school. We are not taking him.
No.
Yeah, ever. So,
and that's because during, like, for the past 2.5 months, we have done a lot to get to practice.
It doesn't matter. All I'm saying is that I think it's hard for him because that is not the experience of almost any of his peers.
I agree with that. I'm just saying,
that's hard.
Right.
I'm not.
I just don't care.
You don't care. I care, but I also feel like we're doing the right thing.
But it's not zero though. If it was doing nothing,
it is zero. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Because if he still goes to games, though. My point, it doesn't matter if he was there because his brothers were there. He still gets to go.
He goes to things when we are there for other essential things.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I'm saying that's not a zero. Then zero is you can't do anything. That's my point.
My only point is I do think it's hard for him. I do still think that I am fine with how we're setting up our life. But
correct.
I think it is very foreign in this world not to bend over backwards to make your kids' social lives work. So I think it's hard.
I just don't care.
Well, it was funny because we had people over on Friday for Halloween, and it was really cool, actually. Did you enjoy it, or you're just the worst dad ever? Your level of cranky when we do anything social or have anybody over here when we never do it is so triggering to me.
I would disagree with that.
Okay. You got pizza on Friday night.
Yes, that's true.
You literally did nothing else for this.
See, I can't. You with these extremes. You do these extremes where you act like I didn't do anything.
I'm for real. And you were bitter that we had people over.
I disagree with that.
You weren't bitter that Aaron and John Paul and Joey invited people over.
Define bitter. See, the problem is we're not on the same.
You were annoyed that we were doing it. You would never do it on your own. If Aaron had said to you, "Can I have people over?" you would have said no if I didn't push you.
Yeah, correct. Exactly. That doesn't make me bitter. That's just.
But it's going to be a challenge because as our kids get older, like I want them to hang out here, and you're going to have a really hard time.
Well, that's being the reason. Also, like I work. Like I don't think you realize that.
Yeah, you're the only one that works.
I'm not saying. I'm not right. I'm saying we're different. You can do whatever you want to. I'm saying I'm allowed to say, hey. I work all day long. It's a Friday. So my idea of a good time is not having like 15 teenagers here.
But you didn't do it. You didn't interact with them. You didn't talk to them. You didn't do anything besides pick up pizza.
You said like, I'm sorry. Were you like hanging out having full conversations with these kids?
I got the house ready. I made it fun for them. I did talk to them. I enjoyed it. Like,
but it was your idea. But I feel like if I have something that I feel like if this is your idea, and this is the kids. For first off, they should be doing all the work. They're the age now. Exactly. So what is my role then if this is your idea and their idea and this is their friend? They're doing all the work. So what is the expectation? I didn't say, hey guys, go get all the pizza. I went and got the pizza. I got all the firewood with you. So what is my role supposed to be in the situation?
All I'm saying is that eventually you're going to have to understand that we have 5 children. When they go into their teenage years, they are going to be social.
No,
they're going to have people over to our house. Like you're like, what I said to you the other day, that like as Aaron gets older, like kids are going to be over here till 10:30 or 11 o'clock. You were like, in what world do kids hang out?
You were saying like on a school night. You were like on a Thursday night.
School night.
You were like on a Thursday. You were like on a Thursday or Friday. No.
On a Friday.
I would like to go. Wait, I would like to go back to something. Well, you act like I didn't do anything, but help me understand what was my role supposed to be?
Being joyful, like saying hi to the kids.
No, that's not. That's
parents when they dropped off. You're asking me what I thought your role would be.
You said I didn't do anything,
right? Because you didn't do anything. You disappeared when the kids were being dropped off. Right?
What are you talking about?
Did you say hello to any kid as they walked into our house?
I didn't see anyone. I went and got pizza. They were all here when I got home.
Okay, so
they were here already.
So they were here when you walked into the family room and kitchen, and you saw that there were 14 kids at our house.
I said hello to them.
Did you?
Yes.
You're lying.
See, but this is it. You can't. See, but you say these generalities, and I call you on it. You're like, oh well, you didn't say hi. You didn't say hi to anyone. So I guess my only role was supposed to say hi to anyone. I did say hi to them.
To be welcoming and hospitable.
So then don't say I didn't do anything.
And prior to that, the day before,
I'm being gaslit now. See, now I have this on record. You gaslighting me on record.
The day before, I said to you, "Hey, when the kids come over here, can you not be like the cranky dad? That's like the cranky." And you're like, "No, that's actually my role to be the cranky dad. That's what dads do." And I said, "Is that what your dad did?" Because Mr. Wilkerson, your father, is like a super awesome, like nice guy, right? And you're like, "No, I mean my dad." And I was like, "Right. So be more like your dad, not like the stereotypical sitcom."
I don't know, like in what world you live in, where like these kids are hanging out with other kids' parents. Like,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like
I said hello.
This is actually gaslighting. This is going to be another really funny thing because where you're accusing me of gaslighting, I'm asking you to say hi.
You said I did nothing, and I said I did say hi to you, but
you didn't say hi.
But now you're saying I'm supposed to like hang out with these. I did say hi. You
did not, and you did not say goodbye to them.
I said hello. Yes, I did. I said see you later. I said goodbye to Khalil. I said goodbye to Jude. I said goodbye.
Can you admit you're the cranky dad, or are you not?
So you're changing the rules, and I like how we have this on film. You are completely changing the rules.
This actually isn't film.
What?
This isn't film. You said I like that we have this on film. You just said that. You said I like.
We have this on digital tape. You're changing the rules.
It also is not.
I didn't do anything. What was I supposed to do? You were supposed to say hi. I did say hi when they walked in. Well, you didn't say goodbye. I did say goodbye to them. Well, so would it help you understand? So anyway.
You don't seem to like having kids over here, and kids are going to be over here a lot.
I think that is fine to say that on a Friday after work, that is not my first priority to have kids over here. I feel like that is a reasonable thing to say.
Right. So it's a reasonable thing to say that you will never take your kids somewhere or pick them up for a social thing that isn't attached to another practice. It's a reasonable thing to say that you don't want kids hanging out of their house. It's a reasonable thing. I mean, it's like sometimes you got to push yourself for parenting. That's all I'm going to say. You are not into that.
See, but what I was
saying
is
into that.
What I was saying is that these kids get a large amount of our energy when it comes to sports and games. When it comes to sports and games,
yeah, I know sports.
Games. So,
when you say games, are you talking about sports? Their games?
Yes, they're games.
Yeah, so
I'm saying that our kids get say that I don't give them like energy, like that's a weird thing to say.
No, I'm
they
not
get a lot
that.
of our energy there. So
I'm
it's
saying
fine.
That you pour into their world athletically for sure. I understand that. But so other than that, you're like, that's it. That's where my effort goes. No, and by the way, let me be very clear for the podcast. I'm not saying your relationship with them. You are a fantastic dad. Like when it comes to you and them, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like catering their social world outside of athletics. You are like absolutely
I think that is it's called a trade-off. Yeah. If they're asking for 6 days out of the week of my time,
right.
I'm allowed to say, hey guys, I'm also a human being.
Right.
I'm allowed to say, hey, I'm giving you guys 6 days a week doing back and forth practices. And basketball is even worse than football. Basketball is 2 different practices at 2 different times. And also Joey's got theater. Mm-hmm. So I'm allowed to say, hey, guys, I'm giving you tons of my energy there. I'm allowed to be a human being and say, hey, like I also need a break which is why we have the whole thing with Martha. I'm allowed to say I'm tired too, and I need a break from having to cart you guys all around town.
Right. So you're admitting what I'm saying.
That is a fair thing to say.
So you're admitting what I'm saying.
But you say it from a sense of judgment. I mean, feel a large amount of judgment.
I don't mean
to
say.
I think that's not allowed.
I don't mean a large. I don't mean to give you a large amount of judgment, but at the same time, our kids are going to need to have social lives. I want to help them with them.
I'm saying they can't.
I want to. I mean, as you know, our kids have never gone on a play date. We have never done any of that in our lives. As they get older, I don't mind having kids over here. I want kids over here. You will just be the guy that goes up to your bedroom and shuts the door.
There has to be trade-offs in terms of our time, though.
Because you're saying because of, and this is actually cool. I think our listeners will find this interesting. Your philosophy is I give to them, and I'm not talking about you as a father. I give to them, to their athletic world, and that's what I do. I'm saying, unfortunately, we had 5 kids. We have to do both. We have to give to them athletically, but also say on a Friday night on Halloween, have your friends over. Let's have a party. When the basement is finished, go ahead and have your friends over to hang out here on a Friday or Saturday night.
Occasionally, but I don't think you realize that it also impacts us because it's not just like they're in the basement hanging out. It's also things that have to get done to make that happen.
I understand.
So I'm saying there has to be trade-offs, and I'm allowed to say, hey.
And you say no to that. You're like, I'm not going to do the trade-offs to make that happen.
It has to be within reason.
So if you want to make that happen, then you make it happen. And I will, and I do. That's all I'm saying.
Right, but I'm saying you say it from a place of judgment as if I am in the wrong. So it comes from. I wish you admit though, it comes from a place of judgment, as if I'm in the 100%, wrong.
100%, yes.
But that's not fair, though.
No, what I'm saying to you is yes. I understand that it's exhausting. I also understand we made a choice to have 5 kids. And part of it is being able to say to kids, come on over to my house, go on downstairs, watch a movie, watch a game. I want to have the basketball rim up. I want your friends over here.
What does the 5 kids have to do? What do the 5 kids have to do with anything?
Because that's what athletically pushes you. We don't need to keep talking about around this. Yes, I do judge you. Yes, I think that you need to push yourself more when it comes to the social lives of our kids. Yes, I hate it too. Yes, on a Friday night at 9:30, I'm exhausted, but I do it because it's a good thing for them. It's a good thing for them to have good friends. I want them over at our house. I think we offer something to other kids. So I'm hearing everything that you're saying. I am judging you, and you can say to me, I don't care. And you don't care.
I don't care.
Which is why on something like Halloween, I'll clean the house. I'll set up the little hot chocolate bar. I'll move the furniture. I'll get things ready. And you will not. And what I need to do is not be bitter at you for that.
Well, that's the thing. Like, this is your choice, though, not mine. And I've been very clear about my. Yes. So I feel like when you decide these things, you think that I'm supposed to come out with the exact same energy, and that's not fair. Because in the reverse situation, you do not come at energy with things that I want to do with the same amount of rigor as I. But in that thing, that's fine though. Okay. If it's your idea and it's something that you want to do, I think it's fair that you to say you want to take primary on it.
Okay. So yeah, we agree. Actually, fundamentally. Like, we're not disagreeing. And I hear what you're saying. Like, our lives are nuts and I have nothing left after running kids here and there. But at the same time, you push it. It's like it reminds me of like our sweet, never mind, I won't go there. But like when having my sister stay here or having like more people in our house and you hate it and you make it clear how much you hate it when people stay at our house. And like, you do, right?
No, we've talked about this.
So anyways, it's just, but I'm like, yeah.
It's just that it comes. It's just the judgment and it's what happens when it happens. So
yes, yeah, it's the same type of judgment. So yes, judge away. I do.
Anyway,
now let's talk about yesterday, because actually having people over here on Friday was great. And I was so happy for our kids. And I really do want to be like the house that people feel like they can come over here. I think it's a good thing for our kids. I'm like very excited about it. But my very favorite thing in the world is just us. I love just us. And yesterday was a whole day of just us. You didn't want to do that either, did you?
What?
Yesterday.
We went to
the Grand Valley game.
You come across like this curmudgeon sometimes.
You are though.
What are you talking about? That was all my idea. That we went to the Grand Valley game. That was my idea. We went to mass afterwards. That was my idea. So your part of it was going to lunch beforehand and going to confession. But the game was my idea. I'm the one that said, let's go to the game.
Yes, you did want to go to the Grand Valley.
And I said, let's go to mass afterwards.
You did not. I did. But I mean, that's crazy to me.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy to me.
But
okay.
Anyways, anyway.
Yes,
I'm the one that said, hey, let's not go to mass on Sunday. Let's go to mass on Saturday. And we go downtown. Where we went to mass, that was my idea. Whose idea was to go there?
Honey. Yours.
Okay.
So it was a great day yesterday. I enjoyed it. We hung out all day long as a family. Went to Mexican Town, which I love Mexican Town. Love Mexican Town. After that, confession didn't do you very much good. And then just kidding. And then the Grand Valley game. You want to talk about the Lakers?
They won.
They won by a lot.
They beat Wayne State.
What was the actual score? Because we left third quarter.
I didn't even check.
I have something to say, and hopefully this person doesn't listen to our podcast.
So I would say, context. So Grand Valley plays Wayne State every year, but most of the time Grand Valley plays at Grand Valley. So whenever they do play at Wayne State, we try. So they haven't done that, I think, like 8 or so. Definitely not. I think it's pre-COVID. So it's been a while since they played in Detroit.
I think you're right. 8 would probably be it because Julia was a very little baby. I remember that. Very little baby.
So those are games we try to go to.
So here's the thing that I felt a little bad about myself, and hopefully this person doesn't listen to the podcast. I had posted pictures from the game yesterday, and somebody that's a Grand Valley alumni was at the game, and they were like, "Hey, I didn't see you. How do we miss you?" And I said, "Oh, we sat on the bad guy side because the away stands were full."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "I was so embarrassed by the chippiness of that game, by the way that the back and forth and the personal fouls and things like that, something to that effect." I was like, that's what made it fun and interesting for me. There was like a real hatred. Like there was like all these little like boom, boom moments of like fighting. Weird. Yeah, but I love that. I love the drama of it all. Like I love when Michigan and Ohio State.
But not the penalty. They get penalties though.
Yeah, but still, it's fun. I like I like fighting, I guess.
That's not part of football,
I love
though.
when Michigan Ohio State fight and they get you have these classic moments where like one shoves a guy and then when the guy ripped the guy's helmet off. I just think those things are so fun.
Yeah, but coaches don't like that though.
I know coaches don't because it costs. So anyways, so that was our week. It was good. Yeah. It was a good week.
It's a better experience than going to Michigan Stadium.
That's what you think.
No, it's easier to get there though. I would say it's much easier to go to.
Totally. It's game. Easier. It's more comfortable. It's the girls got to play on the grass. I did feel bad for the girls though. They were fine. So it was a good day. It was a good family day.
They have each other. So that's all that matters.
They do. Next up.
Do you want to give an update on the basement?
Yeah. So I'm going to go down there right after we record this podcast, actually, because I feel like I haven't sat in it. But walls are up. Insulation is in. Right? It looks like it to me.
I think the walls are. I don't know. I don't think the walls are up.
No, but walls aren't. I mean framing. I'm sorry, the framing's up, including the bathroom, the closets. Is that one space next to the bathroom going to be an actual usable closet too, or just a utility to cover the thing that sticks out?
It's just it's for where the water meter is. It's
okay, so they're not gonna. We won't be able to put stuff in there. It looks a little bigger.
It have to be very thin.
So this week apparently is plumbing and drywalling.
The drywall guy's coming tomorrow, which is why they stayed later on Friday.
It's crazy. I thought he said plumbing was coming tomorrow. Maybe both.
He's got to move something. Oh, no, not yet. I think he still has to move over. So when we built the house.
Yeah, let's go down together after this podcast. I want you to show me what he's doing in the bathroom.
When we built the house, we paid extra to have them set up the plumbing already, which is usually most people do that because to do that afterwards is extremely expensive. So the way they put the shower drain, it was very close to the toilet, so it was too close. Our neighbors have the same issue, so he has to kind of jackhammer into there and kind of move it over and reconcrete it.
So that's so interesting.
So he has to slide it over. That's why I don't think the plumber's coming yet, because he has to do that. Only plumbing is the shower.
So it's so funny because I was down there looking at it and I'm like, I couldn't picture where the shower was going to be in the toilet. I see these pipes coming
Shower's on the left against the wall.
Okay.
So shower, toilet, and then the sink, which is against the wall.
Okay. I'm so
he
excited.
has to slide that over. So that's why I don't think the plumber had to be later, unless he did it already. I don't think he had to re-cement all that.
Right. So then basement should be done by Christmas. And then we decided we're not going away for Christmas because of it. We're going to stay here, rearrange the house, get everything together during Christmas break. I'm very excited. Are you excited or do you not care about the basement?
The challenge is I already have my office now. So that was really the driver behind it.
But aren't you excited little Aaron can have all his friends downstairs now?
Every Friday at our house. Every Friday at our house, we're gonna have a party.
You're gonna be so
all our
sad.
Listeners, bring all your teenagers.
In his text message thread with his friends, he said, "Once the basement's finished, we can do this weekly."
Oh hell, no.
We will. You'll see, fam.
I think we know every weekly.
Open door policy at the Wilkerson household.
Open door policy.
Yes, I'm serious. Do you see, listeners? I mean, can you imagine how different we are?
You crazy. He probably would too. No, I think it would be nice for them. I think it's the challenge is going to be having some type of rules, because I think we have to figure out the TV thing.
Yeah, we do. I know.
I don't think they're going to be able to just have free access to like the internet.
So it's funny. I was talking to some teenagers.
They will never see. Like the challenge too is that they'll just like stay in their basement. They'll come upstairs and get like a water, and they'll stay in their basement.
Well, the whole time it's funny TV. Because I was talking,
and that's not the intention.
No, and that's not who we want to be, actually.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that have to be in place.
It was funny. I was talking to some teenagers at the school, and the counselor, one of my favorite people in the building, is a counselor, and she was there, and I was like, yeah, I think we're going to put cameras downstairs. And everybody's like, Mr. Wilkerson, you can't do that. And she was like, yeah. The counselor was like, that would be a little weird. Yeah, but my point to them is, no, so was I, but my point to them in terms of TV, and this is just the truth, right? Like, part of me is like, I think it'd be great to have screens and sports, right? Like, go downstairs, watch a game with your friends, right? The challenge is that it's impossible to stream without also including pornographic materials at this point. It just is, right? And so, like I always say again and again and again, when we were growing up, nobody would have handed my 9th grade brother like a magazine of pornography and say, don't look at it, right? Like, that's not a reasonable thing to ask a 9th grader or a 14 or 15-year-old. When you put streaming television downstairs where we're not going to be, I don't know how to get around that.
Yeah, I don't think they're ready for it.
I don't know, but I also don't want to be like, you can't have TV down. I mean, we're definitely putting video games down there.
They can play their games down there, but I just think that,
well, the other thing is we like to be together. And like you said, that's a really good, and I'll need you to help me stay grounded in that as we make these decisions when the basement's finished, that like, we actually don't want a space that our kids can be like, we're home now, so we're going in the basement away from you. Like, we actually want to be together. Our family goal would be, my parents only had one TV on purpose. We right now have 1, 2, 3, 4 TVs. We're about to add a 5th. Like,
but also I think you start simple. Like, the simplicity is, okay, we have the basement ready. You guys can sleep down there. You can hang out. You can play video games down there. So I don't think it needs to be all like unlocking everything.
Yeah, you're right. That's a really good point. That's a really good point.
But we asked them to not serve YouTube, and they still do that. So I just think putting that down there.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they've showed us that we can't trust them. Like, when we leave, we're like, guys, we don't want you on YouTube. And that is getting a little crazy for a 14/15-year-old. Like, he's going to have to start to make decisions on his own. I understand that. Like, but when they were little, like 10, 11, 12, we're like, hey, when we're gone, don't turn on YouTube. And they all do. Like, they don't listen to anything we say when it comes to that, when we're not there. Just like I didn't. I remember I had my parents' TV code. I was not allowed to watch 90210, and I would put it every time my parents left. I would watch 90210.
Of course,
every time. So we'll figure it out.
Go ahead.
Sorry, bathroom break. I just thought of something that I think is good to know, because I can tell you're mad at me about the conversation that we had regarding having people over the house.
No, that's different. I'm not mad at all. Like,
okay,
I'm allowed to have my opinions.
Here's what I just thought that is cool. You are on one extreme of that, and I would be on the other extreme of that when it comes to like our house.
And I think, there?
Yeah, I think because it's in the context of the basement too. Like, me being like, they should have TVs down there, and you pointing out the fact that like, no, actually, we don't want them living downstairs. Like, there is a yin and yang of you and I. Do you know what I mean? Where then, like, I think we meet in the middle of that, right? So, like, yeah, Aaron's probably not going to have friends here every single week, right?
Crazy.
But yeah, you need to push yourself. It is okay to have their friends. So you won't, man, I can't even.
All I'm saying is, yes, I'm saying if we figure it out, I'm saying that we can figure it out, and it can be scheduled, and we can come up to an agreement. I'm never saying no. I'm saying we can figure it out.
Cool.
I'm willing to bend.
Good. Yay. Awesome. I think that's a benefit of you.
I'm willing to bend.
Yeah. Awesome. Good.
So this week we're back to basketball. So open houses.
Yeah.
What is it? CYO open houses for Malia and John Paul.
They're called open gyms, but yes.
Open gyms. You're right. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
What's the high school open gym situation?
They're done with open gyms now. It's just waiting for tryouts.
Okay. So what else is coming up this week? So you got theater, we got open gyms.
Yep.
And we're back into it.
Yes. Little Aaron is sad that we're off on Monday because of the open house today, and he's sad that you signed us up for service. He would really like a day where he just gets to hang out by himself.
Chill time.
He literally said, "Are you really not going to let me have one day of chill time?"
Correct.
He was sadder than I thought he would be about the fact that we're going to do service.
Yeah, I don't know how that came about. So
it's probably one of your little field trips. Like, you were going to do it anyways.
So tomorrow the high school has off, and I think service is important. I like doing it when I can. I feel like I don't do it as often as I would like. So we are going to. I think I was on the Capuchin website for something. I saw that you can volunteer, and I realized you guys had the day off, so we signed up to work at the soup kitchen tomorrow or Monday for a couple hours because you're off and then he's off. So I asked you about it because I didn't know if you would be up for it, and you said yes. So we're gonna do that for a couple hours, and I think that he's not pleased, but I think
when he gets there, he'll have fun. It's just like we had talked last year about peanut butter and jelly ministry, which I signed. I think it was Aaron up for, or maybe it was Joey. Somebody needed service hours, and we had to get up at like 5:30 in the morning on Saturday morning, and they were so mad about it. And then we went, and it was amazing. So,
yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Like for days off, the kids are going to be doing service.
Yeah, I think it's a smart idea. I'm a little surprised how resistant our kids are to being kind and good human beings. It is surprising me.
Which is all the more why we should lean into it.
Yeah.
It's because of that.
I had asked them a question on Friday. I can't give context, unfortunately, but I wanted them to do the right thing. And all of them were like not willing to do the right thing when it came to something that would have been hard. And it really disappointed me. So I'll just say that I can't give any context. But what I will say is that I think our kids they really need to be exposed to to those that do not live in the same realities they do. So I'm excited to do this on Monday. And I know he's going to go and love it, by the way, because that's exactly what happened on Peanut Butter and Jelly Ministry. So our kids are good kids. Again, I'm not saying they're bad kids, but
no, I think if you left them to own devices, they would watch TV all day. They would eat candy and drink Coke and eat pizza and have McDonald's every single day.
Aaron, one thing that
I think I won't say laziness, but like the temptation to do nothing is a default for their age. So I think our job is about to get harder for the next couple of years because now we've allowed it, which is age appropriate. But now it's our role to now introduce them and say hey, you got hey, if you want this, you got to go make some money. We're going to volunteer. So these are those things that we'll have to start doing.
And one of the things that I'm like, I don't know, and maybe I'm just being dramatic because you always say that I am being dramatic and that kids will learn and that they're growing. But for all of my faults, and I have many, I was never a mean kid. And there's been a couple things with my kids where they're excluding kids or not being kind or and I'm like, ew, I like that. But that kind of behavior, I think, shifts with service to others. Do you know what I mean?
It's the yin and the yang, us.
Mean kids, I have no tolerance for, and there's so many. I mean, so many kids.
Remember, I had to quit softball.
Yeah, exactly.
You made me quit softball.
This is the perfect example. And again, we cannot get into the details of this for many reasons. We
don't
cannot
have to tell the actors involved, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I'll just say that there was
and this is also 20 years ago.
Right. But still, it's just people could, but there was a situation of exclusion. Far better will be that I wanted to go when I was in college is a great example. I wanted to go to Chicago with some friends. Do you remember hearing about this fight? I wanted to go to Chicago with some friends. Yeah. And the friends had decided that this little group was going to go to Chicago, but we were not going to invite this other person. And I got in a screaming fight with someone about it. Excluding people I can't handle.
See, I'm trying to think with strength, you're not an includer though. It's you're not an excluder.
I'm not,
You're not the person that's hey, let's grab everybody and let's go.
I would. No, the only reason I don't do that is because I know nobody wants that.
I'm saying you're not let's grab everybody. You're let's not willingly exclude people. So I may not invite someone, but I'm not inviting them because I want to exclude them on purpose. Right. That's not your deal.
I actually think exclusion is the meanest thing in the world, and I can't
with malice intent though. Because I think it's fine
without malice intent. I
think it's fine to say some things are smaller.
I've tried to work on that. I know.
Some things are smaller. It's okay to say we're going to have our a core people.
I know.
But if you're I'm not including that person because they're weird, they're lame, no one likes. I think that's the malice part of
But even saying here's the we have a couple couples that we really like hanging out with, and even sometimes being like this is like the core of like who we want to hang out with, and not every. I've always been uncomfortable with it because.
But I think you have different conversations.
I know, like, and it's different. And the other thing is,
you can't have the same conversation.
I love that. Yes, I love that our good friends point that out to me. Our good friends are like,
it's different.
I don't want to be at your house with 70 people I don't know, and like that is a very fair thing to say. Like
it becomes like a happy.
I know. But I'm also like, but if somebody knows I'm having people over to my house, I don't want to not invite them for the ability to hurt their feelings. So I find that very complicated.
But I don't think it hurts people's feelings as much as you think,
I think it
is.
Does.
Like you think that like their world's a rock.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my gosh.
Totally.
And I'm like, I don't think they care. They had probably other things going on.
So, and I've worked on that too. I've worked on that too, to be like, actually, like, it's okay to have smaller groups of people get together. It's okay. You know, it's an interesting thing. And also I like having smaller groups of people.
Yes.
I do. Like at my core, I would rather hang out with 6 people than hang out with 40 people.
Which I think happens when you become old. I think when you become older, everyone said that like your friend circles shrink significantly as you get older.
Right.
I think as you get in your 30s and 40s, like you figure out who the people you gel the most with, and like that's your group, and then people kind of find their group. And also,
but that being said, like some context, like for the Michigan Ohio State game, I like to have
or shifts where you may have like different groups, and you see them different. We have different groups that we see. I would say for the kids, I would say I think the lap of luxury they live in sometimes that we afford. I think the service is a good counterbalance of yes, we do this because you can tell your kids that until like you go volunteer with people who don't have the means.
Right.
Like it's like the justice emerging experience. Like you can talk about homelessness, but until you actually volunteer and see that, like that's what changes things. So
and because our kids don't have youth groups anymore and things like that, like they don't have this experience.
Yes.
Like
they don't have the activities.
I mean,
like we used to go to Children's Village up in Pontiac and see kids who are incarcerated.
And we need that for our kids. So anyways, I'm really, and again, like this is like the yin and yang of us. On Monday, I didn't really want to do anything. And like, I feel like you're so good because you push that stuff. It's good to remember the reasons I love you when you really frustrate me, because you do push that kind of stuff. Like you're very good about, let's go serve people.
I realized that
you're very good about it.
We only have like, and even we went to the Grand Valley game.
Yeah.
Like these kids in college, like in 4 years.
Yeah.
Bro is gone.
Well, this other weird thing that you're doing too. Oh my gosh, you guys are such a weirdo. I do love you. You actually drive me so nuts. I might have shared a middle finger with you literally 3 minutes ago.
That's why we can't ever record these in video.
Ever. Because that's all I can do is give him a silent finger. My pinky finger, of course. What I wanted to say, like with the basement being finished, I find it super interesting that like one of the things you're doing is telling the kids, like, if you're going to be on the TV, you're going to watch a video of how to frame. Now they're drywalling. You're going to watch a video of how to frame. And like,
well, what I'm noticing, like, I don't know. I think raising teenagers is tough because even with like social media now, because they're just consumers. All they do is consume like content and videos and like just dumb videos. So it's like you have to figure out ways to counterbalance that with like, you can't just watch other people's stuff for like 8 hours. Like, love Do Perfect, but you can't just watch Ryan Trahan do perfect all day long. Right. So I think this is kind of offers up, because if we let him here tomorrow for chill time, he would just watch The Office and do perfect all day.
Yeah.
And it's like, how is that helpful?
Play video games and
play video games. It's like, no, you can't do that. So I think that's what we're gonna do now because the girls can't yet. I think,
and they're young.
But I think the boys on like days off, like that's gonna be something that the next couple of years that I got to figure out my schedule. I don't know if I can always do that.
This is where, but I can too. This is where I think you're really good. Like you lead our family in a really cool way, which is neat. Like,
well, time's ticking, and like you hear about adults who like and certain things, but I think some of that just started when they were teenagers. Like they just didn't have opportunity, they didn't do things. So
yeah, I'm proud of you.
Next thing you know, we're going to be at high school graduation.
Right.
So
I'll take care of the social lives of our kids. You make sure that they're not psychopathic, lazy children. Good. Love it. Next. Big week for you.
We're at time though.
How much time are we have?
We're already over time.
What are we at?
53 minutes.
Ooh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
We'll do a recap next week.
No, do a 3 minute.
Oh, it's conference. So I have a big nerd conference. We started.
This is something we started talking about. Remember, like 6 or 7 months ago, you had started your
March.
LLC. Yeah.
This started back in March. I had an idea to do a conference in the city. I asked you about it first, and you said you'd be okay with it. I talked to some people about it. So yeah, it's about 8 months we've been planning out this conference. It's coming up on Saturday at downtown Detroit.
I'm so proud of you.
We got about 100.
I thought it was in Troy.
No.
Where is it?
It's in downtown Detroit.
Where in downtown Detroit?
In like Midtown.
What is the place called?
Do you pay attention to anything? I have a website. Do you pay attention to anything I do? Go to the website.
Why did I think you were putting our kids in a teen Uber from Troy? Am I making this up?
No.
It's Where in downtown Detroit?
In Midtown.
What's
near
it called?
Techtown. What?
The location.
It's Techtown. I can show you it.
Oh my gosh.
You don't pay attention to anything I do.
Guess not. Sorry. Okay, so yeah.
So it's a conference downtown. It's going to be about 160 total people there.
Proud of you.
We got vendors, sponsors.
That's why we're not in your office right now, because the only reason your office is a hoarder's paradise is you have so many like things.
Oh yeah, I got pull-up signs.
Are you taking Thursday off?
T-shirts. No, just Friday.
Okay.
Everything's already in set. So Friday night and Saturday, I'm gonna be gone.
Are you nervous or no?
No.
You're just excited? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Are you I started this goal that I had in mind.
When we're there,
first of all, you've built a data community.
Yeah, it's surreal now, but I think when you get there and you take it all in, but now it's still like the planning phases.
Right.
So Friday afternoon and evening I'm gone. So that's why I'm doing the football banquet in the week, because I'm gone all day. Like all day Saturday I'm gone, and half the day Friday I'm gonna be gone.
Well, most of Friday, I think you'll be gone all Friday. I mean, I'll be gone by the time we get home from school.
We got to pick the kids up. They have a half day.
Oh, they do? Again?
They have a half day Thursday and Friday.
Dude. Okay.
They have a half day Thursday and Friday.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So then, okay.
So I'll be going all day.
Wow. Crazy. So, that's really crazy.
Yeah. So remember we did the Radiant Light Conference in 2018.
Yeah.
So this is my time to shine.
This is much more, I think that was a bigger conference.
They had more people.
But that was
bigger.
More casual though. Like, I feel like this is very...
It was more casual,
yeah,
yes.
This is a professional conference that you're throwing. You're not nervous.
That one was bigger, but yes, you're right.
Yeah. You're not nervous, you're just excited.
No, there's nothing to be nervous about. It's all...
Are you proud of yourself?
Emotion. Yeah, I think it's cool to see. It's cool to have an idea and then see it come to fruition. So there'll be pictures. So we have a photographer and a videographer. So...
Holy you got a videographer?
Yeah, not cheap, man.
Aaron, Chris, how much are you paying for that?
$2,000.
Oh, that's cheaper than I thought, actually. Well, it's not.
I think wedding
they'll make like little videos.
A couple videos, a lot of pictures.
And then my second question to you is: did you get a 2XL shirt because I am not skinny and you bought all those shirts, or did you only go up to
I asked
XL?
you. You said you didn't want a shirt.
You did not get a 2XL, so I can wear a Data in the D shirt.
I'll get you one though. I have.
Can you please? Can you order it this week so I can get here by Friday so I can be in solidarity with you?
Sure.
Please. And children's shirts too. Did you get youth ones?
The boys. I got boys for the shirts.
But you didn't get me one.
I asked you.
There's no way you asked me. I would have said yes.
They're volunteer shirts.
So what? I'm a volunteer. You don't think I put in the hours for this?
I'll order your shirt.
Actually, to be honest, I've done nothing. But you haven't called me. You haven't asked me.
We haven't needed you to.
Yeah.
The boys will be there Saturday, so they're going to be there with me.
And then you're going to send them in a teen Uber home, right?
They're going to be very disgruntled. They get up at like 6 a.m.
Should I pick them up? Why don't I pick them up instead of a...
I mean, they can take an Uber home. I mean, you don't have to drive all the way down there.
Okay, you got to get me a shirt by Friday. You heard it here.
I feel that's where I asked you.
No,
why would I have ordered you one?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, are they only volunteer shirts? You're not selling shirts.
No,
you're not selling any swag. You have swag bags.
We have swag bags.
What goes in the swag bag, and then we'll be done?
Like a notepad, a pen, and just whatever. Like there'll be vendors there, so it's like you can take stuff from vendors.
You're so cute. I'm excited. I'm proud of you. How many swag bags did you order?
Oh, like 100, and I think I had like 150.
Great. I'm proud of you. Good job.
A lot of stuff.
Can't wait to hear about it on the flip side of next week.
It's going to be crazy. Saturday's going to be long.
Sorry this episode was long. It's going to be long, but it's going to be fun. And you're going to be way overstimulated.
I'm probably going to drink a lot Saturday, so you may call me and be drunk.
Are you going to have a celebratory drink?
No.
Not even one.
I don't drink alcohol.
I know, not even
that's
one.
Not fun. Like, but that's like why?
He hates alcohol.
They'd be like, you having a burner. You'd be like, why? I don't like burners. Why am I drinking this?
Oh, by the way, oh my gosh. Okay, I know. Well, we'll talk about it next week.
Just keep going. Just go. We got 2 more minutes. We'll get a full hour.
All right, 7 capital vices. We talked about gluttony in class this week, like the 7 capital vices, right? And gluttony is a habitual.
They don't call them deadly sins anymore.
No, well, habitual. Capital vices.
You call me a habitch?
Capital vices are habits. Actually, many students got this wrong on the test. They can turn into sins, but like I have a temptation to be gluttonous, right? That's not a sin. The fact that I like to overeat and sometimes, it turns into a sin. So it's a capital vice. But I actually confessed, which I typically don't. It's so interesting teaching theology and being like, actually, I have a temptation, not necessarily to get drunk, but to just have one more drink than I need to, or not necessarily to like totally overeat, but to have like 2 donuts when I actually just need one. Do you know what I mean? And that's exactly what I said in confession this week. So all I'm saying is it's interesting how teaching theology is like challenging me to be holier, and swearing is a vice I'm really going to try to work on. I'm actually going to try to work on it because I actually realize that these are habits that are not good and they're taking you away from the life of virtue. And I want to be virtuous.
Word.
Is that interesting? Which capital vice do you think is your biggest struggle?
I have some gluttony. Like
Lust. What? I'm just kidding.
I lust after you too much. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I covet you too much.
Yeah, gluttony's a hard one. It's excess, right? Like,
well, it's just there. Like, it's hard to be like, I'm only going to have one cookie. Like, oh, there's 2 there. Let me just grab 2 because I like them. It's like, well, you could have just had 1.
Well, and then the opposite of that, right, would be the virtue of temperance. And temperance is rightly ordered.
Capital vices all have virtues. Each of them have a virtue.
So it's been a really fun lesson, but it was interesting going to confession in the context of this teaching, being like these are some habits that are not good for me that I give into, and like actually naming that in confession. I typically don't like go that hard in my own examination.
So homework assignment for the listener still listening is watch the movie 7. You can learn all about.
I referenced it in class.
You can learn all about the 7 capital vices.
So yeah. Anyway,
what's in the box?
This was a long episode. I'm sorry if it was boring when we started to fight about the social lives of our kids. Obviously, sometimes what happens is we get into the podcast and realize that you and I are still working out things in terms of our marriage, I think.
No one can relate.
We want to raise kids.
No one can relate to that at all.
It's true.
So, all right, we're officially at 1 hour now. So goodbye, everyone.
That's a long one. TTYL.